Well, so pops in, be for the last live stream of the year, I would imagine. Last little loud update of the year. Just gonna grab a drink while I'm waiting for people to pop in. Drink this. What's everybody been up to? I have just been doing that area there. Just going to track a little bit of a clean while I'm mucking around. Hey Lee, how are you? Thanks for popping in and joining me. This will probably be the last live stream of the year. It's getting warmer here now, so it's a bit hard to come in here and sit and do some modelling. How's your layout going? I've been watching a few videos of you refurbishing old kits and bits and pieces. They look quite good. Awesome. I have to have a little look at that after I've done here. Just seeing how many people are gonna pop on, just mucking around really. Getting here early in the morning so it's not as hot. It's just after 6 or something, Saturday morning here in New Zealand. Something like that. There's things around. So yeah, we're starting to get cold over in the UK now. I was over there, well, this time last year. Over there. I was actually in, well, it was Germany before Christmas, but yeah. So, yeah, like I said, it's not much has been happening on the. Well, you know, not much is going to be happening now, just apart from this little area that I've been doing. In front of the new tank car that I got yesterday, so pushing down the road. Just been doing that little area. People would have seen that. Still haven't, you know. Hey Jack, how are you? Still haven't been able to fill in those little white patches there, but it's looking really good. Good. You running a few trains today, Jack? Yeah. It's just like yeah, there's just something about modelling in the heat I don't like. That's alright. don't know if anybody had seen in my community tab. My brother has put out a new video on his layout. He was N scale American. He's changed to New Zealand Railways, which is S scale. So he was a big inspiration for, well, he is a big inspiration for my modelling on my railway. So you'll see a couple of his was Willowcreek subdivision. Obviously this is the Willowcreek Industrial Spur, and there's a yard named after him, and there's all sorts of bits and pieces. So make sure you check out my community page and go check him out. There's a lot. Even if you're into the N scale, I operated it middle of last year when I went over to see him in Australia. Very, very good layout. Really, really enjoyed it. So I'd suggest, I wouldn't suggest. I'd recommend you go have a little look at what he's been up to. So very good modeler. So be across to check it out. So yeah, so as I was saying right at the start, hi Andrew, how are you? This is just going to be my little sort of last live stream for the year. This or last sort of modelling bits for the year, because it's getting quite warm here now. So it's not going to. I may come and do operations and stuff and do a couple of kits, but I won't be in doing too much. So yeah, just I was just discussing right at the very start there, new wagon that I got yesterday, an ethanol. Pretty sure it must be ethanol. Ethanol 30,000 gallon tank car. So I got this yesterday, just arrived. So that's going to push my tank car fleet up to at least 10, I'd imagine. I've got a fair few. Various tank cars, acid tank cars, ammonia tank cars. So I quite liked it. So it's quite good. And then of course I've been doing this little area in here. If you've been noticing the puddle video. When it comes to the puddle video, I'm very, very sorry for the lack of audio in that. I did record it with audio, but when I played it back, I wasn't happy with it. So if anybody wants me to go in depth on this live, how I did the puddles, just let me know, and I can sort of explain it a bit better if you want to. So I hope everybody's tried it out. It'd be good for all sorts of like streams and rivers and stuff like that. Even though it's like flat, you can put that Mod Podge stuff on it, and make it a little bit more realistic for rivers. For puddles, probably not going to look that realistic, in my view anyway. Yeah. Apart from that, what else has been? I've just been working on my egg bins. Got to the point where I'm just about ready to make up the etched letters to go up the side of it to make it look a little bit more, add a little bit to it. So that's quite cool. What else we got going on? Ooh. Yeah, so as far as running the right way, I haven't run it in a wee while. Just because I've been just doing kits and building things up and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll probably do some operations. I've still got that extension bit, still doing that. But yeah, like I said, it's getting warmer, so I won't be doing it as much on that. So I don't know how long the live will go for. Just if anybody wants to see any different part of the layout that you haven't already seen, let me know. I've got a new tripod now, so I can sort of spin you around. So this area is very much the same. Oh, nicely. Yeah, I'm just what I'm doing. I'm just filming off my iPhone. So, I mean, it's not the greatest sort of videos, but you know, it is what it is. A little building there needs to go back into its home. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy with my my purchase. So. Push them into the that's why I put that backing board up at the end. So yeah. So it cost me $50 that wagon, so yeah. I thought it was a good deal. Excuse me. Yeah, so what has everybody else been up to? I know you've been doing videos, Lee. Yeah, I'm not too sure how many people will jump on. It was purely just to sort of say sorry for the lack of audio in that last video. And the puddle was making one. I'm pretty sure people would have got the idea, but still the same. It's not the sort of format I wanted to have going forward, so I'll have to sort that out. But yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, just on my community tab, there's a link to my brother's YouTube channel. Go have a little look see at that. See what he's up to. Very good very good modeler, so I'm not just saying that because he's my brother. I'm just saying that because it's true. Just checking out like I want. Ooh. So what does everybody expect to get for Christmas? Motor railway wise. And bits and bobs. I've got the last of my little bits. So that should keep me occupied for a wee bit. I haven't used number 700 in a long time, so the track's been like dirty and stuff like that too, so yeah. Hi Delta 9, how are you? Just having a little bit of a play around really. bit of a live stream, just mucking around. Be the last live stream for the year. It's obviously coming up to Christmas and it's getting warmer where I live, so just been doing scenery and bits and pieces, so it's a little place. So I don't know how long I'll be on. If anybody wants to see any part of the layout, just let me know. Let's give this a bit of a talking to. It's been up. So I'd like to thank all my subscribers as well. Really means a lot that people take out their time to have a look at what I've been up to, time out of the day. So that's really good. Yeah, so just really just to play around. Even there. Yeah, like I was saying, been working on that area there, which I'm pretty pleased, pretty happy with. So. There's not that much else happening really. So when it comes to track cleaning, I just use the Pico track rubbers. I haven't had any problems whatsoever. So because I've been doing so much scenery and blowing dust and stuff around, really needs a really good clean before I start doing a bit more. So I'm working on that as well. The wall, there's egg bins, which still got to be glued together, some parts of it. But yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I'm planning on putting up, like I did for MPA concrete, on the cement silo, putting up some, it'll be glossy as anything, some etched ladders up the side, just to make it look a little bit, different than any other kit. So I've been working on it as well. And that area there, the wing walls and the fence has still got to be painted and stuff like that. That's just how it comes in the kit. So let's fix all that up. Should look alright. Steel supplier there. I've got take my little derailleur off. Got a gondola in there. So yeah, hopefully with the break I have over Christmas I can get a bit of running into it. Get it moving a bit. Even though, say that, I can come in and switch it and it just runs perfectly, but really needs a good clean up. Anybody got any questions that they want answered? Or any queries about the layout? Just far away. I'm happy to answer any questions. No, pack away some of this cable stuff. Mumbo jumbo stuff. Yeah. Oh. I'd also like to thank everybody for their kind comments about on the various Facebook groups of the railway as well. It helps me just keep going and keep moving along. Like I say, I'm not, like the world's best modeler or any stretch of the imagination. There's plenty of modelers out there that are inspiration, and you can learn from different people. Just try to get things looking as realistic as possible. I'll still come back along. Good thing about the model railroad, you can do your base and then come back along and make it a bit better or take some bits out. And but all in all, I'm pretty happy with the layout as it is. Because I've got a vision that I want to achieve when I first started doing it. So it's coming together now. I had a little count up last night. I've got 9 drawers full of wagons, various things. So 9 drawers. So I've got 9 drawers full of about range of 5 to 6 wagons. So for a little layout like this, that's more than enough. But you always need that extra little wagon just in case. That's why I brought the because it was a good deal as well. Brought the ethanol wagon. This runs really good. Huh. Yeah. Stay. Yeah. But saying that, everyone, I've been on here. I'll go for half an hour. We'll see how we go. But there's not really much to. This year's been quite good for for growing the channel. The channel's grown over the last year, which I didn't actually think when I started. I didn't actually think it would like take off the way it has. So it's been been quite good, really. I've still got a wee way to go on the railway before it's finished. I suppose, like every railway, it's never quite finished. But the joy of having a small railway is going to be finished a lot quicker than the big one. So it's I'm trying to. I'll decide what I want to do next year with the formats of the videos and stuff. If I keep it the same or change it up a bit, I'm unsure. But, as long as everybody's still enjoying watching them, I'll continue to make them. Hello Steel Mill Modelling, how are you? Thanks for popping in on the stream. Just a little bit of a live stream for the end of the year. Sort of, not so much roundup, but where I'm going with the channel next year and what this year's. Thanks Delta 9, I appreciate that. You didn't really miss much. steel modelling. I've just been going over the new acquisition to the layout, new wagon, the area in here that I did the video on of making the puddles. Just been doing that. And, just run a switch engine, and but I appreciate the comment, 9. There's it just goes to show you don't have to have you know, heaps and heaps of room to do it, to make a layout. I mean, it probably helps if you want a big layout, but like this little area here, let's get a ruler out. This little area here, what do we got? 500. That little area from there to there is like 700. Yeah, with that last video, Wayne, it hasn't got any audio in it, and I apologise now for the lack of audio in it. It originally did, and then I took the audio off it. I wasn't happy with it. But there's a 2-part video, so most of the information anyways in the first part, which has got audio. The second part's purely me just putting down the gravel in here and the grout mixture and all that sort of stuff. So it looks, I'll zoom you in, looks reasonably realistic. I thought, you know, you got some patches here. You can always come back and fix those up. I mean, it's not perfect. It shouldn't be perfect, really. I'll just zoom out like that. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a little drainage ditch in there. An old drainage ditch, and it's got the wing wall there. Go back and continues to want to roll. It's good though. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, those puddles are be good for like rivers and all sorts of stuff. It's very obviously very flat, obviously, because it's just sheet styrene, but it does have some reflective sort of. Where is my little pointer? I'm quite pleased with them. Give it a try. I mean, you're not. Yeah, the gravel roads are good to create delta. What I did do is I put all obviously the gravel down, and then a viewer or a person on one of the various Facebook groups said just go over it with sandpaper to knock it all down the top, make it look compacted. And I did that. I'm really pleased with the result because it alters the look. As opposed to the, you know, the big heavy ballast look in here. This is all going to be come back. I'll weather this all up and stuff like this. This is just purely, I just put it down just to get it moving along. So that's the last area really of the layout that, well, apart from the, what's it called, the ag supplier to do, but that's on the extension board. That's all a learning process. This is the first layout that I've ever made, and first time doing scenery. So if I can do it, anybody can do it, really. It's not that hard. I'll have to check out that video, Lee. Yeah, I thought I'd just pop on here this morning, get this done, see who's all out and about. Pretty early here. It was early morning on Saturday here in New Zealand, so I don't know how many people will be be around, but yeah, I'll just come on and show you the latest things. And purely for if anybody wanted any more questions on the puddles. So, you know, made a muck up of that video, so puddles part 2. So I'm more than happy to describe how I did it. It was just sieved the fine ballast, the woodland seed's fine ballast, and it's like a gravel. It comes in like a little kit. It's like buff gravel, but it's got like a pigment and stuff you can put on top. Hi Randall, how are you? Thanks for popping in. So I put it all in some grout, and I put it on a little shaker, and then just shook it onto the area there, and glued it all down. Now when you put it on, you look like you've covered the whole area. In reality, when I move, I move. Hi John, Vaniki, how are you? Thanks for popping in. My little crane. You can go up in there. Oh yeah, you sort of see a bit of view there. So it sort of does, you know, like I was saying, it looks patchy. Yeah, it is patchy, but I can come back and fix all that up. Yeah, and then you see the little drainage ditch there. Oh, that's right. One other thing I did when I was putting down the ground, you know, the gravel, I made sure that I put some little masking tape bits, so when I put my Jersey barriers back, they sit down flat, not on top. Makes it a little bit better. And then this is the area here, if you've been following me for a wee bit, this is the drainage ditch area. With all my static grass and my scratch built wing walls. So you can sort of see the first, this is an example of the first layer of scenery. So you got the first layer here. It doesn't look that great, you know, just the first layer comes along. And you can sort of see clear as day where I've started to come back with the second layer. So build up the first layer and come back with the second layer and work my way into there. Stopped about there. And you can see all these black bits along here, I'll get them all sorted out too. And same with the rest of the layout. I'm only sort of focusing on this sort of area here, but I'll spin you around. So this is all going to be come back across and redone. Well, not redone, but you know, made a little bit better. Particularly around the trash bin there, the skip. So everything still comes off. And it will just come around. Come back and around all this sort of stuff in here. I have got a new tripod, as you probably would have noticed. So I'm trying to move it as slow as I possibly can. Someone's been smashing all my pallets over. But it's just like an area that I'll come back and redo as well. So I've done a video on how I weathered up the pallets as well. And when it comes to the, yeah, what else is going on? Yeah, just the new tank working. I don't know if did I show last what I used for the brick buildings? No, that's a Walters kit. That is the shop kit. So the two sides and one end. So, and that's just a couple of bit of work involved on the top of the cornices and stuff like that to get it all looking nice, but I'm pretty happy with it. I weathered it all up and things like that. I don't know if I've showed. I may have showed it last time. So I've got, like I was saying at the start, I've got tank cars coming out my ears. So it was another new acquisition. I think it was last month or this month. No, it must have been last month, I think. Yeah, I don't know why that light looks weird like that, but hey. So yeah, this area is still very much the same. It's all Pico Code 100 track. So I weathered it all up, and you can get away with a lot with like good ballasting. So this is just really the Scott Street yard. Like I said right at the start, for all the people that have just come in, my brother has just put a new video. So if you look on the community page, a community tab on my page, you'll see a link to it. He is the Willowcreek subdivision. So he's been a huge inspiration for this railway. Hey Trackside Mike, as I was saying, he's been a huge inspiration for this railway, hence the name Scott Street Yard. So he was in scale US, so operated his layout when I was over in Australia middle of last year. It's very, very good layout. He's moving into NZR 164th, which is our own New Zealand Railways. So it's worth a check out on his channel. Very, very good, modeler, good, like I said, gave me good ideas for this and bits and pieces. So just make sure you check out his channel as well. Even if you're not into New Zealand Railways, or it's predominantly at the moment it's in scale. But he's torn down his layout and started afresh. So keep an eye out for his stuff on there. But yeah, the other Willowcreek channel, yeah. That's where I got the name, There's a couple of places on my layout that I've named after family members and bits and pieces for various reasons. So yeah, I didn't know when I first started the Willowcreek Industrial Spur. I didn't know what what to call it, and he was like the Willowcreek subdivision. I said, oh well, I'll just change that. Yeah, he's gone from a big, like a sort of can be. What was it? It was point to point. It had a lot of stuff on it. It was really, really good. And he just decided he'd go into. Yeah, it can be a little bit confusing, but you'll soon know when you see his layouts. But yeah, it's a really good, really good layout. Lay your car cards and yards and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, yeah, I'm pleased to see. Well, I'm interested to see how it goes. When he eventually gets into it. I know he's already been building the wagons and the stuff like that, and bits and pieces. So I'm really I was sad to see the in-scale layout go, because like I said, I operated it middle of last year and we spent like literally hours Like I'm talking hours, switching cars all the way around and things like that. So it'd be good. So it's worth a check out. The whole channel's worth a view. So if you haven't subscribed, go across and have a look. So like I said, it's been a big inspiration to my own modelling. Bounced a few ideas off him. And hey Mystic, how are you? Radio late. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, it's I won't be tearing down this layout. No, there's no need to. No need to tear this one down. So yeah, I've just been really was talking about these puddles here in the video, the last video I put out, puddles making part 2. I wasn't incredibly happy with the audio, so I took the audio off that. But people sort of got the idea, but I wasn't happy with that. So if anybody wants any, me to zoom in on the puddles, it's, they're just there. Move the crane now, so 13 people watching and 11 likes. Appreciate that. But yeah, I've got the we're all even up now. Go to, yeah, we've got where I live, well, the city I live. They've got a model railroad a club. They've got a big layout, and it's been around since, well, I'm 40 next year, so over 40 years. So it's starting to show its age. I haven't been there in a few years now. But I remember when I was a little kid going there with Granddad and stuff like that, and seeing the massive, they've got double helixes and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I'm not really a club sort of person. I'm sort of a lone person that just likes doing the modelling here. You save all the hassle. So it's like sometimes the clubs aren't a hassle, but some particular clubs are. That's alright, mate. So I hope everybody tried gave the puddles a try. Because like I said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's pretty basic. Very, very basic. Just flick that, zoom in there a bit. So you can see a bit of view of the area I've been working on there. There's that wing wall, the fence is still going to be painted. That's just how it comes out in the kit. I haven't painted that yet, so there's your puddles there. So still got to go around the outside and touch up that white speckling bit. But hey, I'm not, like I said at the start, it's starting to get a little bit warmer here, so I'm not going to be too worried about things. Apart from that, the rest of the layout is the same. There hasn't been much going on. We haven't switched out anything really in the last month. So still the same. Looking over, there's not even much I can show on the second bit that I haven't already showed. I haven't even done any sort of scenery or anything like that. So that's on the second part anyway. Yep, this layout here is all modules too, Wayne. So if you go back through some of my videos, you'll see how I join the modules up. In fact, while we're talking modules, so that's one of the modules there. Oh, it's not really going to show it, is it? I'll do it like that. There we go. See, that's a module there. That's the clip-on section for the egg supplier. So you see how light they are. It's not a very good view, is it? But yeah, if you go back through my videos, you'll be able to see it. See, yeah. So it all can come apart in less than a minute if I really wanted to. Get into it. This bit here, it all comes apart. Click that out. Everything is powered by just the fish plates. So you just put bolt. Well, I use the dowel method, and then you just slide the fish plates on. And you're away laughing. So if anybody else wants to see any other bits and pieces or want to ask me any questions, fire away. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you may have, the best I can. The crane back in its home. It's good when like I said, I've been asked if I take it to shows and stuff like that to operate it, but it's just like, it would be good, but it'd be just too much of a, not so much a hassle, but it's because it's a switching layout, you sort of got to keep you know, the trains moving and stuff, and then if you're just your own operator, trying to talk to the public and stuff as well, probably, you know, one would suffer, and I wouldn't want to do that to the people that they've paid to come and see trains moving instead of me talking. That's pretty much why I haven't done it. Yeah, that's sometimes the problem, John. You know, you get your layout and you build it to a you build it to a certain area, and then someone doesn't want you in your building, like in your case, or in their building, or wants you to move on, or what have you, and you got to start afresh again. And it's like you can't plan for the future if you're doing it in a certain area. Whereas modules, you can plan for you can cut one out, put one in, you know. So there's a lot to be said for modular railways. What made me choose American modelling? Well, I started off doing NZR 164th, which my brother Scott on the Willowcreek subdivision channel is doing, that I've been banging on about. Started off doing that, and that is, you got to build the kits up, like the white metal, pewter, whatever you call it, brass, build them up, and I was really quite into it. Managed to get a wagon of mine in a local, or a magazine here that's produced in New Zealand, so I was quite happy with that. I achieved that, and then it just came to the point where it was it's just, put it plainly, it's just too expensive, far too expensive for what it is. Yep, there is two Willowcreek channels. One is me, obviously, and one is my brother, Willowcreek Subdivision. If you look on my community page, community tab, there's a link to his channel. Go have a look at his channel. Like I've been banging on about, it's really, really good. Go have a look at that. He's doing change from N scale to S scale now. So, but yep, I am Brad, correct. Yep, and my brother's name's Scott. So, hence on this railway, it's called Scott Street Yard because he's been such an inspiration for my railway, for my modelling. So yeah, when we were both younger, we would build the wagons up together and things like that. We've had some laughs. We still have laughs and stuff like that. But yeah, getting back to the why I model American, it's because it's easy to obtain here in New Zealand. It's a lot easier to, and it's all built up, ready to go. Huh. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, it's definitely yeah, Brad's my name. Yep. A lot of people do get confused with that, but some people call me Willow and things like that, but it's just Brad. So you see me on different various groups as under the name Brad Coleman. That is my name. Even on Instagram and things like that, but I don't mind. I don't take any offence to it whatsoever. It's doesn't worry me. So yeah, like I said, it's easy obtainable in American HO scale stuff here, and now we're getting like quite nice stuff into New Zealand now. So yeah, I like to pick up the best I can. You get the blue box kits. I've got a couple of blue box kits. Nothing wrong with them, but it's just like with the NZR. Yeah, it is. It is It can be confusing, but when I first started the channel, I didn't know my channel, the Willowcreek Industrial Spur. I didn't know what to call mine, and he was doing the Willowcreek subdivision. So I thought, well, Industrial Spur, because that was in scale, and I was HO, and mine was a switching, and his was a sort of like mainline operations. So I really need to get onto him and tell him he needs to change it, because he needs to change his name, because I've taken it over now. There's not enough room for two of us. But yeah. But yeah, with the NZR stuff, you got to build it up, and it's just the time you take to build it up. You could be like, if this was NZR, I wouldn't have the opportunity to do all the scenery and stuff, because I'd be so busy making up kits and getting them running right and stuff like that. And you get to a certain point where, well, I've seen it a couple of times. You get layouts that they've been made, but there's been no scenery because they've spent so much time building up these kits and bits and pieces, and they're just, and because they're white metal, they're getting into yeah, actually, yeah, no, it's yeah, he's yeah, it's just sort of like just sort of um like saying that he's helped me out so much on this railway. Like, I'll send him photos and stuff and bits and pieces of what I've been up to, and I'll provide him with some information on his new layout as well, which is a switching layout. So I've showed him track plans of mine and bits and pieces, but I don't think he needs any help from me. He's he's going quite good. Hey Dave, how are you? But yeah, so just go check his channel out. But like I was saying, I'm quite happy with the American, the scene that I've got now. So it's quite good. Yeah, we've shared it for a long, long time. Yeah, I went, like I said earlier on, I went across to see him middle of last year and spent hours operating his layout. it was really good because it was all set up with car cards and all sorts of things. So it was worth going to have a look. I had a lot of, what was it? I had operating iron ore or gravel unloader thing, bits and pieces. So very, very clever. So apart from that, yeah, been slot cars. Yeah, that's well, I've always been interested in railways. Granddad used to take us to the model railway shows and used to watch. So he had a in-scale British layout, and I always remember going there, having a look at it. And I've always been interested in railways. There's something about them. I mean, this is my first layout. First time doing scenery. First time, doing anything like this. So I'm pretty sure I've achieved what I want to. There's still a lot to go. Still heaps to go, but yeah. But I've just been going for just about an hour, so I'll go to the hour mark and then I've rambled on enough. My dad, he was a modeller as well. He did 1/24th, 1/25th scale model trucks. So I've always been around that sort of, modelling. Whenever I open up a bottle of Tamiya paint, it takes me back. Tamiya glue, sorry, it takes me back. This is the smell of growing up with the Tamiya glue. Oh, yeah, just those sort of things that just remind you. Yeah, it's like when it comes to running the trains, John, I run a little bit because it's getting warmer here in New Zealand now. I'll probably do more operations. So I can just move a car around and muck about without sitting here and modelling as such. So, but because I've been doing a bit of scenery, there's been a bit of dust flying around, so I really need to give it a bit of a dust, a bit of a clean. And saying that, it runs very, very reliable, which I'm quite surprised about. But as I was saying, my dad was into plastic trucks, and now he's into 1/16 radio controlled trucks. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I know that this hobby can be expensive sometimes, but it doesn't actually have to be. You don't, in my view, you don't have to go out and buy. Say for instance, a static grass applicator. I haven't got a static grass applicator. None of that stuff there was done with a static grass applicator. So I reckon it looks quite good. Yeah, well, this. If you go back through my videos, Dave, you'll see that this is not exactly the largest layout either. And so that bit there, from there to there, is 700 mil long. So it just goes to show. And this bit here, that's going to be, what's that? 70 mil. Yeah, it does make it like this whole thing can be taken down and moved about if I ever have to move. But it's got to the point now. It's got to the point now where I can't go any further. Any further with it. because you know you get to, it's a shared space and you don't want to take over all the space. So I've got, and then it starts getting, you know. I'll catch you later, Mike. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, and you get to the certain point where you just make track for the sake of making track, I think. So, yeah. But we're over the hour mark, but like I said, over this last year, the channel's really taken off. I'm actually quite surprised how well it's done. I didn't think when I first started that I'd get many views or likes or anything like that, but obviously people are liking what I'm doing, so I'll continue doing the videos and posting on the groups and the Willowcreek Industrial Spur Facebook group and on Instagram and on other various groups. Remember, my name's Brad Coleman, so you'll see some, if you see me posting up some stuff, you'll know exactly who it is. I'm up to 225 subscribers, or in the low 220s, I think. I have to check. So, it's progressing, it's moving along. But this, like I said, this will be the last live stream for the year. So, be sure to check out that my brother's channel. We'll go have a look at that. And wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you in the new year. Thanks everybody for popping in. You know, like, subscribe, share. It all helps. Thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. And you might see me on a live stream or something like that.